Governor Cuomo, we demand that you get off that $2 million and give it to the people who need housing. How can you give tax breaks to the 1% who get tax breaks on yachts, helicopters, and jets? That ain't right. That ain't right. We're not gonna stand here and stand for it. You work for us, and we'll watch you. Do the right thing.
Good morning, everybody. This is Brooklyn, New York. We're on our way going out. Let Cuomo know what time it is. And that's what I said right now.
Trump and the Republicans, they want to go after Social Security, Medicaid, Medicare, housing programs, HOPWA for poor folks around the country dealing with HIV and AIDS, a lot of the stuff that we depend on. So we're going to the Capitol today for a day of direct action to mobilize and to demonstrate what we want and to demonstrate our power together. There's going to be hundreds of people up there today protesting. There's going to be protests going on all over the Capitol building today. And, you know, I want you guys to be prepared as we go up there. Paulette is passing out a document that kind of has our messages and what we're demanding. We're going to do two actions today, vocal, and everybody who's with us on the bus today from other organizations. One on homelessness, for our governor's lack of movement on addressing the homeless crisis in our state. 88,000 people in the shelters, men, women, and children every night in this state. And it's only come up every year since he's been governor. He says a lot, does very little. So we're going there today to resist Trump by demanding that our state government step up and protect us. Stand up and do what's right for us in this state. And they're going to have to do a lot, because when the cuts come from the federal level, they're going to want to cut here. And what we need is, to maintain the millionaires tax in our state on the richest New Yorkers, on the 1% people, the people who own corporations, to be able to pay for what
it's important that we recognize it's not just about yelling in the streets. Like, for me, I believe in the way that we use language, the things that we say, how we put words in the air, how we put things out into reality. We materialize things. When we say things, they become the truth. There's power in our words. There's power in our bodies. So when we say to the world, to the air, to those around us that housing is a human right, it becomes a reality, because it is a reality. And when we're saying these things, think of it as us, as each individual recognizing and legitimizing the agency and the needs of people who are experiencing homelessness. Many of those folks being us, ourselves, in this bus right now. Many of them will be those folks in the room, in the Capitol, and the people in the Capitol are the power holders. They need to hear us say that we demand housing as a human right. That Governor Cuomo has to do more work to make sure that we are not experiencing homelessness on a mass scale. Like, there's 88,000 people across this state right now that are experiencing homelessness. That is unprecedented. That's just in New York City. I don't hear sounds like it. Housing is a human right.
capital, where I like to say it's like where all the capitalism happens and where it's birthed. And I think at this point in time, people are just fighting for the basic rights of education, housing, and healthcare, which I feel are like the invisible chains that they have. Like that's how they have us. They use those things to have that profit over us. So when people need these things, they use that as an advantage. So then use these people for profit and look at them as number and no longer see them as beings. They see them as marginalized groups of those things. And it was a weird encounter the way that like the police, they're not even police, they're like security guards, and they think that they have this huge sense of authority where they can touch you and stuff. And it kind of baffled me because they should be for the people as well. They shouldn't be against us. But it just goes to show that that kind of state, it protects itself. They're not here for us. And I think this year especially, we should, in our communities, try to provide for ourselves because the people in charge aren't going to do that. They're only taking care of themselves. That's all I have for today.
Incarceration and how the
that we refuse to allow him other Democrats Republicans Trump or anybody to continue to mass incarcerate people of color, poor people, homeless people, drug users, because we are human beings, and we have a governor that just a couple days ago signed away the rights of poor people for fair and equal legal defense. For fair and equal legal defense. So our governor is on the side of profits by caging people. And we say no more. Fuck Trump. Fuck cages. Fuck mass incarceration. Fuck mass
Mic check.
I can't do as good as this brother here.
I can't do as good as this brother here.
I want to let everybody know who I am.
I want to let everybody know who I am.
My name is Ira McKinley.
My name is Ira McKinley,
And I'm a filmmaker.
and I'm a filmmaker.
I used to be homeless.
I used to be homeless.
I used to be incarcerated.
I used to be incarcerated.
Matter of fact, I was incarcerated on Staten Island when the World Trade Center went down in 2001.
As a matter of fact, I was incarcerated in Staten Island when the World Trade Center went down.
And some 14 years later, I am still struggling.
And some 14 years later, I'm still struggling.
But I made a movie called The Throwaways, which is on the internet where you can see on Democracy Now!
Which is on the internet where you can see on Democracy Now!
It has Michelle Alexander,
It has Michelle Alexander,
Cornel West, Van Jones, and Angela Davis. We were at Riverside Church in Harlem.
We were at Riverside Church in Harlem
In 2012, I think it was,
in 2012, I think it was,
talking about the same issue of mass incarceration.
mass incarceration.
5 years later,
5 years later,
it has not gotten any better.
it has not gotten any better.
But do not give up hope.
But do not give up hope.
People united together
People united together
can survive anything.
can survive anything.
I am so proud of you guys today
I'm so proud of you guys today.
because you're keeping up this fight.
Senator, keeping up this fight.
And you should give yourselves a hand for that.
Yeah!
willing to speak at any of your places in the city. You can contact me at ironkelly@yahoo.com. The documentary is on their per-view sale, and you can go to the internet and see it on Democracy Now! We talk about mass incarceration, homelessness, we talk about gentrification. Everything is in this movie. Thank you for letting me speak with y'all.
Next up, Senator Gustavo Rivera.
Always causing trouble.
Why not?
Why are you causing trouble?
I'm gonna be like, let's cause a riot. Yeah!
I'll be quick, folks. It's always good to see you all here, particularly my Bronx folks. I saw the X go up, and these folks right behind us, you know, my Bronx. There is, we've all seen, there's something I call the orange madness that is about to overtake us. In just a few days, we're going to have somebody in D.C. I refuse to say his name. I refuse to say the title next to the name. I just call it the orange madness.
I like
And the fact is that even though that's happening in D.C., and obviously you're talking about my Medicare. My Medicare matters. My Medicare matters. Your Medicare. Your Medicare matters. My HIV medication. My HIV medication. One of them costs $1,000 a month. Without Medicaid. I'm not here. Last month, 11 people were arrested. Paul Ryan's office. Because he and the other criminals are actually trying to take away the medicine. That keeps me alive. That pisses me off. That is not right. We need the so-called Democrats in New York State prides itself as the leader of the nation to stand up to that orange menace. Whose name I will not mention either. If they don't stand up for us, we will shut this place down. We will shut this place down. Why? Because we are New York. We are family. We deserve no less.
Tax the billionaire.
Housing is healthcare. Supportive housing works.
Supportive housing works.
Albany must fund 20,000 units of supportive housing now.
Albany must fund 20,000 units of supportive housing now.
Albany must fund the Home Stability Support Plan.
Albany must fund the Home Stability Support Plan.
Albany must renew and increase the millionaire's tax to fund housing resources.
Albany must review and extend the millionaire's tax.
What was the rest of it?
To fund housing resources.
To fund housing resources. All right. Tax the billionaires. Tax the billionaires. Tax the billionaires. Tax the billionaires. Up next, we have Natasha Capers.
What does education get us?
Education get us?
The story goes that it buys us a brand new future.
That it buys us a brand new future.
The story goes that it gives us access to have jobs that lead us here. To be senators. To be assemblymen. To be governors. They underfund our schools. By billions of dollars. Schools where black, brown, low-income students attend.
Schools where black, brown, and low-income students attend.
They will never say it in their words,
They will never say it in their words,
but they don't believe our children
but they don't believe our children
are worthy.
are worthy.
They don't believe our children
They don't believe our children
are worth the investment.
are worth the investment.
They don't believe our children
They don't believe our children
are worth the bother.
are worth the bother.
That is racist.
That is racist.
That is biased.
That is biased.
And that is criminal.
That is true.
And how dare
And how dare
they line these hollow walls
they line these hollow walls
with such criminal behavior.
with such criminal behavior. Quiet, mic check.
Hi, I'm Latifah Blaze from the Alley 40 Center. I'm a youth advocate, and it was so great to be a part of this event and see all the youths come together and see what goes on